Hey, Smokin Gang, welcome back to Smokin Tarot. I'm Tasha, that tarot reader, and I'm about to jump into another general read. Again, take what resonates. And I want to just say happy for 90 subscribers. It's only up from here. Thank y'all so much. And another shout out to Sincere because he made my 90th subscriber. I appreciate it. All right, let's go. All right, y'all. There's no telling what's going to come up. If it resonates, that's awesome. Let me know in the comments because I'm sure y'all will. And I appreciate all my comments. All right. All right, here we go. I think for dinner tonight we're gonna have leftover curry. Lack of completion. Here we go again. Somebody don't know how to complete a darn thing out here. Okay? So we got somebody who don't want to complete nothing. Alright, so already we got that. Bishop. Church bishop. Don't get me started on church bishops. Uh-oh. Or church period. But we're gonna leave that there. Alright. The passion between us is intense. I know you feel it too. Uh-oh. Oh, don't tell me the bishop is out here. Okay. We got one more. You lost that love and feeling. I don't feel like singing. Usually I would sing that. But you've lost that love and feeling. Hall and Notes. Hall and Notes came up again. Somebody is a hardcore Hall and Notes fan besides me. All right. So, we have lack of completion. So we have someone who doesn't complete things. And this is the world, which usually means completion, but this is the world card in reverse. All right. So this is someone who doesn't tend to want to complete anything, don't want to finish anything, or not that, well, I might be saying that wrong. Not that they don't want to. It may be because they can't for some reason. Something's come up to stop that. So there's no telling. Then we got bishop, a church bishop, so someone who's a bishop in church. They're very passionate. The passion between us is intense. I know you feel it too. So this person is saying that they got intense passion for you. All right. And you've lost that love and feeling, however, so you don't feel the same. This is the second reading today where collective, it doesn't seem you feel the same as this person does about you. All right. So is this the bishop? Is this bishop married? Usually church bishops are married. Usually. Okay. Maybe he's a widower. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Uh, or her. Can a church bishop be female? All right. So the passion between us is intense. I know you feel it too. However, you've lost that love and feeling, collective. So let's see why. Let's move to tangled love or smoking. Take a look at this deck here. It says what the heart saying. What are you really thinking, collective? Let's see. I said I was going to put some WD-40 on that door, and I have yet to do it. So every time my son comes out the door, squeaking and squealing. So just bear with us, y'all. All right. Let me know if y'all like my little edits that I put in here, my little gifts and stuff. All right, y'all. All right, Spirit. Who has a lack of completion or a completion problem around here? Want to complete anything to get stuff started, but they don't finish it. Here's the church bishop hiding something. He's saying the passion between y'all is is intense as far as he's concerned, but you don't have no feelings. I got a feeling why you probably don't, but hey, I'm gonna keep that reserved until we see some more stuff here. Okay. Confusion, turmoil, and uncertainty. Okay. So you're feeling uncertain about this. Like I said, it could be the pastor. It could be a pastor too. Okay. Because a bishop can, like, bishop, for example, we're not talking about T.D. Jakes, but isn't he a bishop? Bishop T.D. Jakes? I can't say T. That's all T.G. Jakes. I always want to say that. T.D. Jakes. For example, we're not talking about him at all. T.D. Jakes is a bishop, but he also pastors to his flock as well. Okay, so this could be a pastor. So bishop or pastor. It says there's some passion between y'all, and you've lost the feeling. However, well, it looks like you are confused about something. You could be confused that because most pastors and bishops and all that are married. Okay, or well, I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna hold it. Hold on. Change, heal. So you're healing from something between you and the pastor. Okay, or the bishop. So because of after your confusion and turmoil, you've healed, or you're healing. Hope, optimism, expectation, all about the future. So you're healing and you have optimism for the future. Oh my goodness, what has happened here? All right, so let's keep looking. So it must have been a tower moment of some sort between you and the bishop collective. See, breakup. So y'all broke up. So y'all did have some type of relationship or affair, collective. These cards are talking. They are talking. The streets is talking. What? A stab in the heart. Look at this. Heartbreak, betrayal, lies. Look at this. I am speechless. Look at this. Okay. Family. Didn't I tell you? Family, support, connection. Now, this could say that the bishop had a family. You found out he's got a family, see? Or you already knew that. Because if you're a parishioner in this church, I don't know if you are or if you're not, but you might have found out that this person has a family. Okay? So they have a family. And a wife. Look at this, a whole wife and kids. Didn't I say that? Y'all. Time. Let me see. I can't read all of it. Time, waiting when the time comes. Waiting for destiny, love's timing, emotional patience. Waited moment, anticipate. Yeah, this might be what you're looking for the future, so I'm going to put that over here on the side. So, or maybe you're, and erroneously, collective, maybe you're waiting for him to leave his wife. You waiting on the right time? I can tell you about 99% of the time that's not happening, okay? I'll tell you. I mean, it can happen, but don't hold your breath. That shouldn't be what you're being optimistic about, is him leaving his family and wife, collective, if that's the case. Maybe not be. I really don't think so. I think you're moving on, though. Okay, but then again, it looks like you're still in the confusion phase, trying to move on, okay? You're optimistic, maybe perhaps about a person in the future, but you probably the fact that this, and you may not be a parishioner in this church, maybe you didn't know that he had a wife and family. This is in reverse, let's see. Fair male. So, fair male, other man. Oh, well, this was in reverse. confident gentleman, charismatic leader, ambitious man, attractive outsider, powerful presence. And that would be the bishop. But it's in reverse. Fair male, other man. Again, but it was in reverse, so there's basically no one else, or it's saying that there's, with it being in reverse, and it flipped out there that way, I'm going to leave it there. So there isn't anyone else. So I think I need to stop there with that. All right, so we have a situation where something's not finished between you two. It says lack of completion. Okay? So you may not be finished with this person, collective. Even though they broke your heart, they lied, they got a family, a whole family out here, and a wife, this bishop. And if that's the case, bishop is trash. You need to step down from the church. The passion between y'all is, I mean, he's still talking about his passion between you two. He still wants to keep the sexual end of y'all relationship going, or the sexual end of your entanglement going, because ain't no relationship, and you know, you're just an affair. You've lost that loving feeling, so you are disappointed. I'm taking this as you are not a parishioner because you didn't know, because you have lost feeling. Over here, it's saying that you are confused because this person may have made you feel like you're the only person in their lives, which is evidently not true. Okay? Change and heal. You're trying to change and move on and heal. It is heartbreaking. Y'all are in a breakup, but apparently because he has a family, see, it's right here, family. Your hope, optimism, expectant. Okay, I hope you're not expecting, look, expectation. I hope we're not expecting. Time waiting when the time comes. Now, I wonder if you are expecting, collective, because you got the date circle and all this. Ooh, you know what? I hope not. But hey, you know, I think we got fair male, other man, so it's not. But the bishop is a confident person. See, that's where I get confused about this reverse card. Confident gentleman, charismatic leader. So I'm going to leave it like that. I believe it, you know what? Sometimes it'll flip out in reverse and it may not be that. I'm going to hold that there for a second. All right, y'all. All right, so that's what we got right here. So let's break out a tarot real quick. So this bishop that you've been with, collective, and it's apparent that you didn't know he was married and with a family. You weren't a parishioner of his church. No, you know what? Coming back to this other man thing, there is no other man. I'm going to leave that. Because you only have feelings for this bishop. Yes. That's what I'm picking up. So that's why that's there. Just like, because I did say, maybe that's your future, that you're thinking about someone else. I did say that. Remember, y'all rewind the tape. Rewind the tape. Well, that card popped out, didn't it? And showed me, no, ain't nobody else. You're still stuck on this married pastor or married bishop, okay? And I don't feel that ending well, but let's take a look here, all right? And you may be having optimism about y'all because you may be expecting. Okay, collective. And if not expecting, you are still harboring some feeling for this person that's hurt you. And I get it, because you can't just erase feelings, especially if you've had them for a while. I get it. All right, we have Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so this is something that's been growing, and you were looking at your rewards. See, hope, optimism, expectation, something to grow. That's what you were hoping that would happen between you and the Bishop collective. But see how you're looking at your apples growing right there? You were hoping this would be something that would grow over time. So you were really putting everything you had into this relationship that you thought it was just the two of you, but he lied. It's not. Okay? Or she lied. But Bishop, usually a man. Okay? All right, so we're going to go with that. Here we have cups. What that little hat mean? A fresh outlook on relationships, discovering a creative outlet at work, daydreaming about potential career paths, unrealistic financial goals, fantasizing about money. This looks like a page. Yeah, page of cups. Fresh outlook on relationships. So we got a page of cups here. All right. It says find love and make plans. So intuition. So maybe your intuition did say that that your person was seeing or not seeing someone, they were married to someone else. Your intuition may also be telling you to, yes, this is what's happening. Your intuition could also be telling you fresh outlook on relationships, discover you might need to move on and find new love. Find love, see, right there. See that? Find love. Go find it elsewhere. Not with the Bishop, because the Bishop is married and probably going to stay that way. All right? So your advice from the Spirit Collective, if you still have any hopes about this Bishop, is to find love. You are working on growing that, but nothing's coming of it. This is the Empress. Pregnancy. So collective, wow. Wow. Okay, that just answered that. Sensuality, committed, loving relationship, supportive, a creative, productive phase, generosity, I'm sorry, generosity, sharing your wealth, financial abundance. Now that could be it too, but Empress also shows, yes, sensuality, of course, but it also, usually she's expecting, okay? So the Empress card, even though you are a beautiful Empress, it may even be financially independent. Like I said, it's showing really strongly that you may be expecting, collective, and then there will be no other man because you want this relationship with Bishop to come to pass. You want it to happen because you may be expecting. Wands here. We got 5 of Wands. Oof, that's gonna be, yeah, confrontation. Now, so you see that 5 of Wands. It's gonna be a battle because the wife may have already found out. That's why he had to see. It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a confrontation. 5 of Wands. It's gonna be a problem, serious problem. Okay. So it's gonna be confrontations. It's gonna be a lot of that between you and the Bishop. You can't, most likely you're carrying something in your belly, and if the wife finds out, which more than likely she is, that's gonna be a big hassle. Okay, so we got 7 of Swords. Lies. This person lied. A dishonest person. We all know that 7 of Swords is the dishonest person. Okay, it's showing us big as day. Bishop is not to be trusted. Okay, so you try to get your feelings up out of that, because look at the mask here. Look at the mask. Okay, mask is off. They're lying. They was lying the whole time. Dishonest. Let's pull some more cards. Ooh, unstable, instability. We got 9 of Swords. You up at night with this. This is stuff of nightmares. You confused, collective, broken heart. This is bad all the way around. And then you could be pregnant with the bishop's child. And we see that he already got a couple of kids, with his wife. He is saying the passion between us is intense. I know you feel it too. Ain't shit on here about I love you, I want to leave and be with you. You know what I'm saying, collective? You lost that feeling. And you have, in a way, you're disappointed because this person lied to you. So you're highly disappointed in where this has gone. Okay, let's pull out another one. The Magician. Now we all know church pastors, bishops, and the sort of people like that, right? They're very manipulative. They can talk a real game. I'm telling you, they be up on that podium preaching like crazy. You know what I'm saying? They can make the parishioners believe anything. They can make you believe anything, collective. Don't fall for it. He's a magician, this bishop, okay? He's still talking about passion between you two. And that's it. Just sex. It was a sexual relationship or a sexual thing with him, but he made it feel like you were the only one. And it couldn't be further from the truth. Or, collective, if you're just finding this out through this reading, or if this is something you resonate with, I do apologize that you're finding it out this way, but this person is married. This bishop is married with children, okay? And I hate to break it to you if that's something that you don't know right now. But this is going to be the shit of nightmares. It's 9 of Swords. That's what that is, okay? All right. I hate it. So let's go on to an oracle. Let's see what comes out of these. And if I don't like this, I'm going to move on to some cards that oh, I'm so sorry about this, but it seems like you're confused. You might be going back and forth. You go from I want to find love, but then you may be expecting, collective. So it's going to be kind of tough. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but to find, someone else, and you're expecting someone else's child, if that's the case. But it's looking like it because the Empress came up along with expectations and the calendar. I mean, look at this. And you're actually hopeful maybe the bishop will change his mind and be with you because you may be expecting. But I can tell you right now, the biggest thing that's going to happen most likely is a confrontation. Okay? Alright, let's take a look into what more is going to happen here. Secrets, yeah. Lost interest, losing interest. Look at her. Okay, secrets. Obviously, there's something I haven't been completely honest with you about. You think? Okay. Losing interest. That's you. So all these are matching up. Lies. See? We got lies. Look at this. Secrets and lies. You're losing interest because you found out that this person lied to you. But message me. Don't be afraid to reach out. So maybe he wants to hear from you, but right now you're going through some pain right now. You're losing interest, but really I feel like at the same time, due to the confusion and the fact that you may be expecting, collective, you still have this something still there. I'm feeling that. Super light. This is crazy. There's something different about you. You really stand out from. Yep. That's what he's gonna say because he's the fucking. Excuse me. He's the effing magician. There's something about you, collective, that he's saying here. You really stand out from the crowd, and I want to know more. So he wants to keep messing with you. The magician, he wants to keep messing with your mind. Look at her. Magician, big as day. I can't stand. All right, so let's take another couple of cards from here. Mm, mm, mm. What? Wait a minute. Okay, communication. First of all, I'm grateful for the way we listen to each other without judgment. So y'all may have had great communication, all right, between you and the bishop. This may be a LGBT situation. LGBTQ situation. Am I talking about a female bishop? Because there are women bishops, women preachers, of course, pastors. So you wouldn't be expecting, unless y'all were planning to adopt kids together or something. Being a part of the LGBTQIA community is a really important aspect of my identity. You know what? I think pastor might be queer. I'm gonna back up for a second. I know. No. Pastor's married. There's a family here. He's got children. This card right here. Other man. When I first, okay, I should have said something. I should have said something. Even though it's in reverse. And to be honest, I don't like reading oracles in reverse. I really don't. When they pop up like that, I don't like reading them in reverse, any of them. But this says other man, okay, right here, biggest day. I should have said something when I saw this because I was thinking in my mind, other man is bishop on the down low. He's married. He's seeing you live. Probably has you expecting collective. This is huge. And he also is huge with the LGBTQA community. Could be seeing a man too. Bisexual, lesbian, gay, trans, bisexual. I'm sorry, lesbian, gay, LGB. So it's lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans. Okay, so he could be bisexual. He could be this bishop could be someone who's heavy in the LGBTQ community. Now it could be that he's straight, but he is an advocate for the LGBTQ community, which can happen. Okay, that has, even though allegedly the Bible preaches against that, I'm not religious. I don't believe in organized religion, so that doesn't factor with me. But when you say something about the Bible, if you're a preacher or in church, allegedly well, I'm not gonna say alleged because y'all, that's there, preaches against lesbian, gay relationships. However, there are churches with partners who are same sex over the church. There are also plenty of same sex couples, of course, in church. Okay, so any of this could be possible, to be honest. I'm going to leave this up here because it does say, and I'm going to read this again, fair male, Other man, confident, gentleman, charismatic leader, ambitious man, attractive outsider, powerful presence. This could be our bishop, okay? But he's seeing other people, other like men. It looks like he likes young guys. Okay, that's a young guy because he's got a skateboard right there. I hope it's not a boy because we've been getting a lot of that lately too, where they're seeing, So I don't want to go there. But that's a younger man right there. Okay, so he's also, this pastor collective is a member, most likely, of the LGBTQ community, or the pastor is um, part of the community where he's a supporter of them. Okay, so ooh, either way, and this may say that you're trying to get yourself checked. I don't know. I mean, you probably found out, collective, a little of both maybe. You may have found out he got a family and that he's involved with a same-sex partner. Because I don't believe that he's not married to a woman because he's over at church. That's what I'm picking up, is that he is married with a family, a real family, like, but he's living a down low life, or he's sympathetic to the queer cause. But there's usually a reason for that. And this guy came up. True, it was in reverse, but it says there's a commanding presence, a male with a commanding presence in here. Now, if I read it in reverse the way it popped out, right, that may mean that he is supportive. Bishop is supportive of the queer community, but not queer himself. So that would mean no other man. And then with you, collective, of course, you have no other man right now because you are still a little hung up on on bishop, because you're not over there, okay? So that could have a double meaning. I'm going to leave it in reverse for now. I know I keep going back and forth, y'all. I'm sorry, but this is a quagmire of a reading, I'm telling you. But I'm not really lost because I've seen it happen. I knew pastors permanent. I knew pastors personally who were married with families, and they had queer relationships and were cheating with women, male, and then this can go with females too, but I'm just speaking on my experience because the man even tried to hit on me, but I didn't go for the shit because I don't want to date someone who's married, living with their wives and children, and I want nothing to do with that. Okay, so, but this person had to step down from his church in real life because he was revealed as being gay, but he was married to a woman and a family, and also playing out there. So that's why I know this is highly possible. All of this is possible. The fact that he could be gay with a man, because this is a man, I'm feeling man, so I have to go with what I'm seeing. That this bishop is a male, okay, with a family, who may also be queer. So I'm going to implore to you, collective, get a test done. Okay, there's too much going on with this person. All right. So, wow. Let me pull out another card because we got room for another. Stop. Look at this. Stop right here. Collective, stop. Stop. Bing, 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 bing. Message, stop. Unstable. See, unstable. They're everywhere. This is proving me right. This person all over the damn place. This part. I'll be honest. I'm kind of a mess. I'm a mess. I'm a fucking mess. This person's unstable, y'all. They don't know what they want. They don't know if they want the family. They don't know if they want the man here. And they don't know if they want you. Look at this. This guy must be incredible looking or something. But the one I knew, he was ugly. I'm sorry. He wasn't even cute, but he was somehow doing all this. I mean, let's just be honest with each other. It don't matter about looks. That guy had charisma. He could preach his ass off. But he was all over the place. This is real. This is fucking real. This is real life. This can happen. You may even be pregnant. The wife and children don't, you know, they're in the dark, and he's out there seeing men too. This happens. This is reality, folks. Okay? Wow. Okay, let's look at the bottoms of the decks. I'm almost scared to look at the bottom of the decks. I'm terrified, y'all. I don't know what's going to happen. Whoa, a fool. Yeah, this is a damn fool. And I use it as a fool in real fool meaning, not the fool where you're trying something new, stepping out on life and all that. This is a damn fool. Okay? I'm just telling you, the reality. It is. Or it can mean that you are willing to be a fool and be with him, despite all this, okay? Because you are showing confusion, and you are expecting his child, most likely, okay? And you're optimistic about things, all right? So, why, I don't know, but stop, okay? All right, so soulmate, oh my God. Now, that looks like something he would say. It feels like we've been together for lifetimes. Our connection is on another level. Yeah, magician. Stop. Okay? Remember, he's a magician. He be saying crazy shit. Okay? You are all the player. Egotistical narcissist. That figures. Egotistical, narcissistic, one-sided relationship. You all in love and everything. And all he's doing, you know, is passion with him is sex. It's all about sex with you two. Okay? All he cares about is himself. Love me tomorrow. So yeah, he's like, so you still gonna meet me at that hotel? Lord. Oh, I was just making sure that they're okay. Yeah, you gonna meet him at the hotel tomorrow, or what? Like all this may have been revealed, but that's all he got on his mind is the passion between us. Well, that's just Chicago, by the way. I don't know if y'all know that song. Love me tomorrow, won't you please promise me? Love me tomorrow like today. I love that song. But what they mean is they want you to love them. You know, hey, you gonna meet me tomorrow at that hotel? No tell motel. Let me pull another card. I'm having FWB. Lord, what does this mean? I'm not looking for anything serious, but I wouldn't mind being friends with benefits. Look at that. Oh my God! Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say this? But your heart is all the way in this collective, or it was, because you've lost that love and feeling because the mask is falling off this person. Quite literally. Alright? Lies, dishonesty, Seven of Swords. Okay? Y'all, we're done. I'm done with this person. You collective, I hope you know what to do because they're showing that they like all ends of the spectrum here. This is real. I mean, I know somebody for real that this happened with, so I had nothing to do with it. Wanted nothing to do with that person romantically at all. And sure enough, they stepped down from the church because, not because they were cheating on their wives. No, not because he was cheating on his wife, I'm sorry. But because he was revealed as gay. On top of being married. On top of cheating. This is spooky to me. Because this happened for real. Okay? Alright? So, I do want to thank y'all for coming back for another reading. Collective, be careful with this one. Get tested with this one. If this is you, if you resonate with this, please get yourself checked out and leave this person alone. We all have free will, but I'd be running away from this one. Don't run. I mean, I'm sorry. Well, shoot, don't run. Sprint away from this because you deserve better. All right? Again, I'm Tasha, Smokin Tarot, and thank you so much for coming back for another reading. I might be doing another reading here in a few minutes. So again, thank y'all so much, all right?